those of you who need a quick rundown, DinoCop is like a little investigation game where you have to solve the mystery of whether or not there is human meat at the Dino convention. And there's lots of colorful characters here. I like this guy. His name is Fuck Off Steve. He's got some unresolved trauma involving baseball. Oh, that's the guy we need to spy on later. Wait, but let's follow this guy. Maybe we can find out more about Fuck Off Steve. Raiders, this is Fuck Off Steve. He's an anarcho-capitalist. Or something. I don't know. I don't know what he is. He's punk rock! Gonna make Jan May gonna be so humiliated. Never get elected. Right back at him. Watch until his next move. I don't think dinosaurs have lips. Hey man, I think what you just said is kind of racist. Oh, fuck off, Steve. This convention, it's all glazing. Jan pretends invited me to sing to help me. Knows I can't say no. Either way, he knows I hate this kind of event. It won't help my career. And I always doing this. Wants to keep me dependent and humiliate me. Always to have the upper hand. Maybe it's time to stand up for myself. Well, instead, during my performance, really set up. That would be fun. You heard more than enough suspicious stuff from Steve. You need to confront him when he gets sober. Initiate contact during the convention and see how he reacts. Not a big fan of the government. Get down all this coffee. There you are! Hello, Mr. Officer. Do you want an autograph? Confront him about the letter. Stop playing innocent. Stop playing the innocent, washed-up artist, Steve. You dropped something very important in the kitchen. Maybe you shouldn't get that trunk with such big secrets to hide. You found the letter I wrote to Carmen, Mr. Officer. May I get it back? I don't feel like writing it all again. Cut the crap. You have some explaining to do. You love literature about eating human meat? You want to fuck up this convention by bringing human meat into it? What? That's all a big misunderstanding, Mr. Officer. Carmen gave me her zines about the ethics of meat consumption when I was visiting her kiosk earlier. I read them and I found her revolutionary spirit inspiring. She made me think of myself when I was younger. So I thought it would be fun to talk to her. I'm a bit bored here, surrounded by so many corporate dinosaurs, and I had a feeling she was bored too. That's what I meant by fucking up this convention. I felt like we were two outcasts who could have fun together. But now that we talk about it, maybe it was a bit cringe to word my invitation this way. Fuck up this convention? The young people talk like that? Washed up older celebrity invites young activist to hotel room. More news at 8. Talk about his drunk ramblings about Gen Zero. I heard you say some real nasty things about Gen Zero. Sounds like you have a grudge against him and you want to make him pay. Maybe that's why you're interested in Carmen's expertise, because she could help you with your little plan. Officer, I've known Jan for years. We're childhood friends. When you've known someone for so long, it's normal to vent about them. They get on your nerves sometimes, you know? Jan and I, we're two hotheads. We say nasty things about each other, but I love him to death and he loves me. We're family. What the hell? What'd you just slap on the stream? Guilty! Oh my god! It landed right on him too! Oh shit, chat. Chat, you think this is real? You think this is real? Chat, is this real? Why did the cheating baseball player make you so emotional? I'm a Libra, Mr. Officer. I was born with a strong sense of justice, and when I'm drunk, it shows up even more. Foosball's story doesn't make sense, and I hate that his reputation was tarnished for something that doesn't make sense. He would have been drafted to the MLB because of his knuckleball. You don't have to be strong to throw a knuckleball. You have to develop a special technique that relies on finesse and precision. Why would Foosball use steroids then? It wouldn't have helped him improve his knuckleball. He had an awful batting average. Teams knew that and didn't care about his hitting skills. That's why I think he was framed. Maybe some humans didn't want such a good dinosaur pitcher to get into the MLB, and they laced his food with steroids before the draft combine. I feel like Foosball's story is a dinosaur right issue, but now he's seen as a cheater and a pariah. Nobody knows where he is anymore. Maybe something tragic happened to him because of all this mess, and nobody cares. What if he was the victim of a conspiracy? Steve, we need to have a serious conversation. Come on, Steve, let's get serious. I heard you talk about humiliating Jan because he kept humiliating you. At some point, you even said you'd do something so crazy during his show that he would never get elected because of it. I feel like you could be the key to my case after all. Mr. Officer, keep your voice down. You've got my attention. You've got my attention. Whatever case you're working on, I'm innocent. I promise you I can explain. I stay in room 200. Come meet me tomorrow morning between 7 and 11:30. For my safety, it's important we don't speak about this in public. Very interesting. Very interesting. A cop is an unforgiving job, but somebody's gotta do it. Why do they hate DinoCop? Because he's a cop, and they're all woke. I'm gonna be sad when this game ends. Hello, Mr. Officer. Thanks for accepting my invitation. I promise to tell you nothing but the truth. Don't mind me playing guitar while we speak. Shredding banger solos helps me alleviate my stress. Mr. Officer, don't touch that, please. I invited you in. Please respect my stuff. Okay. Why couldn't we speak in public? I hope you can keep a secret, Mr. Officer, because my safety depends on it. You're right. I don't consider Jan Zero a friend anymore. I despise him. But he's the one who still books me for gigs. Oh, he's the only one who still books me for gigs. I'm like his little mascot or something. I depend on him to make a living. If he learned I hate him, I don't know how I'd make money anymore. Why are you stressed about this convention? I'm an old punk. I never really trusted cops. Why do you hate Gen Zero now? He wants so badly to become the first Dino elected official. He completely lost his mind. He only thinks of himself. I can't endorse him anymore. It's ironic because I'm stuck promoting his campaign. I guess that's why I feel so miserable and say those nasty things about him. Just today on the news, his party is again promoting a barbaric policy. Look at this newspaper over there. Today's newspaper. On its front page, an article about the Less Dino, Better Dino policy, which aims to control the number of dinosaur births based on family income. In the article, a member of the PPP, Jan Zero's party, presents this policy as the common-sense solution to an important problem. Someone that you arrest him on charges of hurting poor Dino Heart. We can't let dinosaurs reproduce recklessly. We need to help them plan the size of their family. LDBD aims to help the dino population. Most dinosaurs agree with our plan. Sure, some extremists claim this policy is a breach of dinosaur rights, but these extremists are just the dinosaur equivalent of the Kill All Dinosaurs party. Their maximalist positions aren't reasonable. They're harmful and divisive. If you don't vote for us, you're giving away your vote to the Kill All Dinosaurs party. And if you give away your vote to the Kill All Dinosaurs party, are you really a dinosaur? I'm afraid if you don't vote for me, you're not a dinosaur. It looks like some notes were written on the page next to the article in really fine print. You could read them using your magnifying glass. On the page next to the article about LDBD is the sports section. Next to the baseball stats, Steve has written extensive notes about each team and player. He seems to love baseball. Ask him about it. You ain't Dino. You love baseball? The notes in the newspaper. Oh wait, the notes in the newspaper. You love baseball? I'm surprised. The other night you seemed annoyed by the fact people were obsessed by baseball. Ugh, this is embarrassing. You caught me. I guess I'm kind of an asshole when it comes to baseball. It's my passion. I wish I had become a baseball player. It's not baseball that I hate. It's the fans don't really understand it. Ugh, I feel ridiculous for saying it out loud. I'm way too old to be such an elitist about a silly thing like baseball. I need therapy. I don't have health insurance and I'm broke. Anyway, you love baseball too? You wanna see my cool memorabilia? Look at my drawers. There's nothing in here. I guess not that. This one? Ooh. This is a collection of old school baseball cards, more precisely of the 2047-2048 Monster Wrath Big Birds. Here's a magnifying glass to look at some of the cards individually. This is a baseball card of a player called Blabberjack Boo. Baseball card of Foosball Opeth Sandro, the cheating player Steve gets really emotional about. This is a baseball card of Jan Zero. It's funny to see Jan Zero playing baseball. It looks different. He was a first baseman. That it? Was Jan Zero a good baseball player? The cards are cool, huh? Jan, he was okay. Got drafted in the MLB, but it wasn't for his skills, really. His father was coaching the Big Birds when they won the championship, and he was really favoring Jan. He ended up being considered a key part of this team, even though he didn't do much. One scout got duped. The Montreal Expos drafted Jan in round 15. Jan never played a game with them, but he can now brag about being one of the first dinosaurs drafted in the MLB. I guess it's good for his political career. He always wanted to please humans. How do you know all this? You were close to the team. Ugh. Talking so much is making me thirsty. Could you grab me a soda in my mini fridge, Mr. Officer? Sure. I already took a sip, sorry. That's so refreshing. Powered by the delicious taste of soda, saliva flows through Steve's mouth. The old punk is ready to continue your extent. Oh, I thought this was him talking in third person like a weirdo. Powered by the delicious taste of soda, saliva flows through Steve's mouth. The old punk is ready to continue your extensive conversation. Oh yeah, I was really close to Big Birds when they won the championship. I was almost part of the team. I was Jan's closest friend, so his father gave me a job as a water boy for the Birds. Jan was already a tough character. You know how in a group there's often a self-serving pseudo-leader everyone secretly dislikes, but nobody calls out for fear of becoming his scapegoat? That was Jan. One day you'd be in his doghouse, the next day you'd be his closest ally, and vice versa. You never really understood what triggered the switch. So when you were in his good graces, you'd cherish those moments even more. That's how he controlled most of the team. I've always been a bit naive, never chosen my friends wisely. That's how I'm stuck with an asshole like Jan now. It happens, brother. That's Jan, thank you. Very dark dystopian future where Montreal is allowed to play baseball again. This is our warning against recklessly bringing dinos back to life. Baseball fans, what does this mean? Anyway, I got close to the other guys as well. That's why I get so emotional when people talk shit about foosball. I knew him. That's no thank you. Bet Steve is playing the song Victorious Dino Gods by the power metal band Victorious. Real song, by the way. What? Montreal Expos moved like 30 years ago or so? What does that mean? That's a big drama queen, he is. I don't think he was juicing. I'm pretty sure he was framed. Someone didn't want him to become the first dinosaur drafted in the MLB. God knows why. Now nobody knows what he's up to. It's like he vanished from the face of the earth. Oh, I thought it was Jan Zero, so he'd be the first one. Montreal was infamous for cheating? Oh, oops. Sorry about foosball. He doesn't deserve to live in shame like that. Thanks for being open about this, Mr. Officer. Most people don't even want to hear my theory. They've been so wounded by foosball's supposed betrayal, they hate him. If you want, go check my closet. I have a foosball jersey that you can take. I'm sure he'd love someone like you to have it. Are you sure? I'm flattered, but this feels like a really big gift. I'm sure. It makes me happy to know that someone else isn't ashamed to have it. You know what? Fuck off, Steve. You're my new friend. You're my new friend, fuck off, Steve. You're the only one in this godforsaken place that's been nice to me. Thank you. I got the jersey. Steve is alright. Can I mess with anything else in here? I don't think so. If I turned off his amp, that'd be funny. Golden baseball. Wait, what the hell? A golden baseball looks like a fancy decoration. Weird that Steve keeps it hidden in his closet. Steve is not paying attention. Do you grab it? This is the one from the statue. What the fuck? This is the one from the statue. Looks like the golden ball you found in Fuck Off Steve's drawer would fit perfectly in the golden glove. Do you want to put it in? Yeah. What the fuck? This is Foosball Opeth Sandro. The first time you see a picture of him that big. Looks like you've seen him before, like you know him. That face, isn't it? I guess you're starting to piece all this together, Mr. Officer. When I realized the golden ball went missing, I figured it was only a matter of time. Almost felt like a Freudian slip. Me letting you dig through my closet. Maybe after our conversation, I wanted you to figure it out. Maybe I couldn't handle it anymore, feeling so alone, keeping my secret from the world. Only Jan knows the truth. He's the one who helped me forge my new identity. It wasn't such a bad idea at first, becoming a punk musician. Cashing in on one of the widespread hate... On the widespread hate dinosaurs have for humans, I could gain the public attention I craved for. And that I wouldn't get as a baseball player now that my reputation was tarnished. But it didn't last. The act quickly got old. Why? People stopped seeing me as authentic. And they weren't wrong. At some point, I really did hate humans. I really did feel like eating them all. Because I thought they were behind the conspiracy that prevented me from getting drafted. My hate was only motivated by my own grievances. It was pretty shallow. I guess it stopped resonating with others quickly. That's why I got so interested in Carmen's zines. I felt like I could learn from her how to channel my hate into a more collective thing. Anyway, I've never known for sure who didn't want me to get drafted. Was it humans? Because I was the best dinosaur player and they didn't want a dinosaur baseball star? Was it Jan because he was jealous? Was it both? It's a weird thing, suspecting one of your closest friends ruined your life. It's been years and I'm still so obsessed by the story. I don't know if I make sense anymore. I feel like my mind is fried. Jan, he seems to be acting weirder and weirder. The rally to promote his campaign, his speech in my show. All of it was supposed to happen days ago. He keeps postponing the event. Why? Is he keeping me trapped here on purpose, like he wants to control me in some sadistic fantasy? He knows I hate conventions and hotels, but it can't be only about me, can it? I'm not important enough. So if my feeling is right that he's being calculating, that he's postponing his event on purpose, he might be hiding something big. I realize I sound crazy, like a has-been who can't let go of the past. But I have 3 leads I feel like I need to investigate. Someone like you could help me get to the bottom of them. If you help me and it turns out I'm wrong, at least I might untangle myself from the reins of my madness. And start doing better. Foosball! I'll help you out. Stop beating yourself up, Steve. I think you might be onto something. I'll help you out. Are you serious? Oh my god. Thank you, Mr. Officer. I can't wait to show you what I've found so far. My setup looks ridiculous, but bear with me. Oh my god. I know. Each one of these stations is linked with one of my leads. Go to each one to learn about each lead. Oh my god. I believe in you, Steve. I believe in you. We're gonna clear your name, man. We're gonna clear your name! Do you hear me? Leave it! I never read this. It's too dark, you can't see what this is. There's a notebook on this poker table. Do you want to read it? What could be his motive? Did they promise him he would get drafted if he threw me under the bus? Why didn't they want me to get drafted? Is it because I would have been drafted too high for a dinosaur? Why would teams agree to pass on a good player? Were there more important people involved? Am I making it all up? Not all. I know I wasn't juicing. Was Jan trying to keep me from being drafted higher than him? We went to a bar 2 days before the draft combined, and he was making me drink a lot. I woke up and didn't remember our night out. He could have spiked my drink or even injected me with steroids while I was out. Is he innocent? He's so twisted, it wouldn't surprise me if he wasn't. Why did he push me to become a punk musician? Was I his own little psyop? Oh. Crazy shit. For instance, thank you. The real DinoCop will be the friends we made along the way. Yay! This shit is crazy. Every night, Jan talks on the phone in his room. Those conversations seem intense, like he's arguing about something important. I tried listening through his door, but I can't figure out what he's saying. Maybe you'll find a way to know? Okay. I have a feeling Jan comes into my room when I'm not there. Nothing went missing. Maybe an object or two moved. I can't say for sure. I drink a lot. My memory's awful. But I sense Jan's aura every night when I step back into room 200. I asked Pippa if he still had all the keys to my room, and he said yes, but I don't know if I trust him. You're a cop. Maybe you can ask him to see the keys. Well, he doesn't really care that I'm a cop. But I'm not asking for any keys. Oh. But if I'm not asking for any keys, he might help me this time. He keeps the log of the keys behind his desk. Maybe there's a way you could reach it. Oh, I already did that. All the spare keys in my room are still at the reception desk. I might be hallucinating. What a mess I've become. Look, what happened to you during your draft, it was traumatizing. It would make me paranoid too. Maybe you just need to talk to someone about it. I know you're broke, but I met a psychologist earlier who's also an activist for the AP Plop. Maybe he could hook you up with a deal on therapy sessions when we get out of here. That would be great. Thank you for understanding, Mr. Officer. Populated, thank you. For Steve. For Steve! This one is pretty simple. I want to know how Jan speaks to me when he's around other people in a casual setting. I think he won't be able to refrain from being condescending. Find a moment when he's surrounded by a group, not in front of a camera, and ask him about me. Okay. I can do all that. I like Steve. I like Steve too! We're gonna clear his name, chat! He doesn't deserve all this. I'm just gonna do another stream tomorrow, and I think we can finish this off. I think we can finish this off tomorrow, chat. It was fun. It was fun. Cross Matron, thank you. DinoCop forever. DinoCop forever. This game is a lot of fun.